Well, hi everyone. It's Brett. It's with Ida H2O Adventures, and excuse the pun, but I'm flying solo today. I'm at the Coeur Air Expo, and this is a statue of a famous World War II pilot, and I'm going to switch off and get the information off the plaque here. This is Major Gregory Pappy Boyington, and the Coeur d'Alene airfield is named after him. He's a Medal of Honor. Pretty cool statue of him. So the Air Expo is today, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're going to be given B-25 bomber rides and B-17 bomber tours and rides. There's one of the big planes. Looks like the mechanic's working on something on it. This is named the Sentimental Journey. Look at that. That's where the guy shot that machine gun out the front and down the turret down here. And then here's where the bombs would drop. Up on top there is where the pilot would sit, co-pilot, and then there was a gunner shooting the machine gun back towards the back, I guess. 4 big propeller engines and propellers, I should say. Quite a sight. I guess the little symbols on the side there are how many bombing runs it made. Very cool. And here comes the smaller. This is the smaller of the 2 bombers. And he's going to be turning in here. That's a beautiful plane. Man, those engines sound good. Here's some more of the B-25. This is where the side gunner would be. There's probably one on each side. I don't know if you heard me or not, but this is where the side gunner would be. And then you got a belly gunner here too. Wow, what a trip. Bombs would be coming out here. Cool shot from the very back. Here's the rear gunner. There's a mannequin inside. Gives you a feel for where they were setting. Something special right here. All the riveting. So it's got the forward gunner, got the pilot, co-pilot, it's got a top gunner, in the back is a tail gunner. Made in the shade. There's a seat, ammo cans. also has these side machine guns too. There's the tail gunner section. Man, that guy had to be on for a ride, huh? So there's some other planes out here. This is a float plane like you see on Lake Coeur d'Alene. This is just a single engine. The one on Coeur d'Alene has 2 engines right now. Here's one for sale. There's some training planes. Here's a FedEx plane. And I'm gonna walk over to this other float plane over here. Oops, a little higher. Yeah, here's a float plane. Got it open. I know Aunt Lynn was asking about how they land on land. Those tires and wheels retract up into the pontoon. So when you land on land, they come down. And when they land on water, they're up inside. Here's the cockpit for the FedEx plane. Not a lot of luxury up here. Very simple, straightforward. There's the cargo area. It's with the pilot and co-pilot, all the controls. So this inside the FedEx plane, it shows where the different zones are, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, 4, 5, and the different amounts of weight you can put in those zones. They use those straps to kind of divide it off. So everything's got to be very precise. And this is just a little small one, but I'm sure it's important to the fleet. And this is?
So my name is Josh Frazier, and I'm in the flight training department at Empire Airlines, located here in Coeur d'Alene. And so a little bit about Empire is that we are a FedEx feeder, so a regional airline for FedEx. There are 8 in the United States. We're actually the largest of those 8. We cover the western half of the U.S. plus Alaska. And we've got 15 different operating bases where we service over 40 cities. Now this location right here where our headquarters is located, we have a large hangar that is our heavy maintenance facility. So all of our larger Part 121 aircraft come in here for routine overhauls about every 2 years. They completely dismantle the aircraft, do all the heavy maintenance, reassemble them, and get them back out on the line.
So you do it all right here?
Right here. So that hangar that's right there across the runway over there with the red stripe, or the maroon stripe, that's our heavy maintenance facility. That's where we do our heavy maintenance on our larger ATR 42s and ATR 72 aircraft.
Very cool.
And our corporate headquarters is located there as well. All of our departments, all of our executive and operational staff, and so forth.
Very cool. And are you a pilot or?
I'm a pilot, but I don't fly for Empire.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. I just saw the shirt and I was like, hey, figured I'd ask.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And I'll reach out to them.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
So one of the pilots just got in. Now they're taking the passengers. These are people that paid for the tour. They're going up, looks like back to the back. See the pilots up inside. Here goes the co-pilot, it looks like. And I'm sure they're going to take a spin around the area. We'll wait till it fires up. Okay, they're firing this one up. This one actually saw action in Europe, Corsica. There's the right engine going. They're taking, I think, about 4 people up for a tour around the area. I don't know how long it lasts. I'll try and find out at the little kiosk where the tours are being paid for and ask them what the program is. There goes the left one. Now this plane was the one that the Doolittle Raiders the movie Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck and Alec Baldwin. This was the type of plane that went off those aircraft carriers and flew over Japan. This particular plane, however, was in Europe, not the Pacific. Such powerful engines, they just sound so powerful. There they go, starting to move a little bit. Those engines sound awesome. Dang it, I didn't get the takeoff. I thought I had hit the go button and I didn't. The sound of that thing is just friggin' awesome. By the way, the reason I'm solo today is Lisa wasn't feeling well yesterday and she didn't sleep at all last night. And so she and Lynn decided to stay home. They didn't want to come out here and be on the tarmac and in the heat. I think it's pretty cool to see these vintage planes, you know, and they're taking people for flights. I think that's just a really cool thing to do. And talked to one of the guys from Empire, one of the local airlines here, and then I talked to his wife as well. And this is the area where all the celebrities come in on their private planes. And she said they see celebrities here all the time. She said, yeah, we knew Mark Wahlberg was here for 4th of July. So I'm gonna try and check that out. And there's a cafe over there too. I wonder if people might kind of cruise through there. That reminds me of Aviator. There he goes. That's pretty cool. See, that's the Life Flight helicopter. So there's that B-17. He's coming in for a landing here pretty soon. gonna catch him when he lands. How cool is that? Just rumbles right in. Folks, this is quite a sight, and as I was just talking to a gentleman next to me, imagine, 30 or 40 of these flying over you. Just that sound would be enough to scare you. Just an incredible aircraft. And these are people, they just dropped the stairs for the people to come off. I'm going to go over to the booth and see how long the flight is. They know where they go and so on. I was talking to one of the pilots for around here, and he said that this B-25 will be flying later. They had to replace one of the cylinders in the engine. That's why well, they're still doing it, but that's why the engine's been taken apart. And once they put it back together, they'll run it for a while, and then they'll do a test run. And he said they may or may not do tours, but we should see it flying around our area sometime later today. So if we catch that, we'll put it in the video later on. So I was calling that a 17. It's a B-25J. That's the Made in the Shade, the one that just landed. And here's some facts about it. Almost 10,000 were produced. Less than 40 of them are still flying. This one was assigned to the air base in Corsica from November 1st to December 31st, 1944. There's the bomb group and the squadron it was on. Here's the information regarding the power plant. 2 Wright R2635 twin Cyclone 14-cylinder 2-row radial piston engines, 1,700 horsepower each. That's why it sounds so healthy. Wow. I talked to 2 of the guys that just got off. They went down to the south end of Lake Coeur d'Alene, and they said it was well worth paying for the ride. So check it out, folks. Yep, they're working on this one. Talked to one of them. They said they're replacing a cylinder in one of these. I'm going to see what the power plants are in this puppy if I can. And this is the bigger one. That's the Sentimental Journey. Let's see if I can find information on this one. Yeah, so the big one is the B-17. Called it the Flying Fortress. She's only one of 8 B-17Gs in the world that are still flying out of almost 13,000 produced. 8,000 of them were lost in combat. Wow, look at that. There's your Hollywood films that these were featured in. 12 O'Clock High, Air Force, The War Lover, Test Pilot, Command Decision, Tora Tora Tora, and the Memphis Belle. What a beautiful plane. And if you're riding this one, you get to choose where you want to be. You book the flight first, and you select where you want to ride, the gunner, the radio room, or the bombardier navigator. So I just talked to two guys that flew this one, the smaller one, and they said it was $590 to set in the front, or $350 to set in the cargo area, just on the sides. And he said it was worth every penny. So here's the prices: $375 to $590, depending on where you sit. If you want to just tour the plane, it's $15 each, or $30 for a family of 4. And then for the bigger one, the B-17, those rides are from $475 to $850, $15 each, or for a family of 4, $30 to tour it. Includes both planes. So that's a pretty good deal right there. Anyway, I'm gonna close from the Coeur d'Alene Airport right now, Pappy Boyington Field, and then I might add on, if this big one gets to fly later, and I'm sure it'll circle around by our house, I'll try and get that up in the air. But just want to thank everyone for watching, and until we take our next adventure, bye for now. You never know what you might find. And look at this. Came out here and there's 2 Plymouth Furies side by side. Very cool. Love the fins. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. This is the end. Thanks for watching. Please like us, please subscribe, and feel free to comment. Until our next adventure, bye.